of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Fields.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's the option, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking up that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now it's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
To throw is Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Moreland. And that is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 7-7, our score after one.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Moreland on the move to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off play action. Moreland. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moreland.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when you go and get
36 now. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Handoff for Herbert.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, that's nice, strong running. Excellent blocking of the point of attack. Look at that nice little drive going right here.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd and 9. Fields.
And it's caught. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Their fullback try and push the pile. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And that makes it 14-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's Washington now to take over. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Moreland. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Looking to throw. Moreland. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Moreland. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Field goal unit on Joey Slye now.
This one from 46 yards out. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay a 4-point game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Fields on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Fields.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now at Soldier Field.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
Looking to throw on second down. Moreland looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
We're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Moreland.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Moreland. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean? Coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Fields. open man completes it to Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the 50, here's Fields.
This is incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd and very short.
Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there that takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after. First down.
Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. To the air again, Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Fields.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Fields now to throw.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Robinson up the middle.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did.